Ну как там, нормально, да? Ог.
Подключаемся. Я
Мгм.
скажу, когда начинаем.
Мгм.
Включаемся. Готово.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Career English Mastery session. So, first of all, I want to check whether you guys can see me and hear me. So, if you can see me and hear me, please type yes, and then we'll slowly start our session. So, I think you should be able to see the presentation. Yeah? So, I would ask you all to kind of, type yes, and then we will slowly start our session. So, people are joining. That's great. Okay, fine. So, guys, okay, lovely, lovely. So, yeah, so let's slowly start. So, welcome to our session. My name is Nash Akhtar. So, once again, we're going to focus on how we should improve our English skills so that way we can stand out in a professional environment. And I think that's the main purpose. That's why we are here. So, guys, I see that you all can hear me. So thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So let's slowly start. So, guys, if you're here for the first time, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nash Akhtar. I'm a certified career coach. I have helped many professionals to improve their communication skills, and also I've helped many professionals to progress in their career. So, focusing on career development. But I started my career in the language test, English language test. So, I started my career as an IELTS trainer. Then I moved on to become an official IELTS administrator. And then I became a director of an official IELTS testing center in Eastern Europe. So I've been involved in this field for more than 10 years. So I have a lot of experience training Eastern Europeans, like top managers, how to negotiate, how to promote themselves, how to stand out, how to become an eloquent speaker. And I think those things will be very important for us as well. So, my experience, I think, has been mainly international, but I've been involved in Sri Lanka for the past 3 years. And not long ago, we had a fantastic ceremony helping our professionals to improve their speaking skills, to be more confident, and also to deliver a speech, right? Because that's what we call public speaking, to deliver a speech in front of an audience. So that's a great achievement. So I have understood that whatever I learned in Eastern Europe is also very practical in Sri Lanka as well. So, guys, I'm going to show you all what kind of system we need to follow, right, as professionals, and how we can make ourselves more confident. Because when it comes to English, if you want to sound fluent, there is a system. And what we need to do is to learn that system. That's the most important thing, guys. So we need to know how to follow a particular system. And if we can, then it's going to be easier. So, guys, yes, I also conducted a workshop for the University of Colombo based on career development. That was also a wonderful experience to meet uh, ambitious youngsters and to show them what exactly we should do. So the thing is, guys, if I can switch to Sinhala a bit, ඉතාමත්ම වැදගත් දෙයක් තමයි අපි career එකේදී, ඒ කියන්නේ අපි professional environment එකේදී අපි කතා කරද්දී ගොඩාක් විතර I mean, we always use Sinhala or maybe Tamil. So when we want to become fluent, there is a system. ඒ system එක තමයි අපි follow කරන්න ඕනේ. අපිට එක එක වචන, එක එක words ඉගෙනගෙන improve කරන්න බෑ. And that's what we're going to focus now, guys. Okay? So, number one, we need to understand why English is more important now than ever for Sri Lankans, right? Let's be very honest here. Let's try to be very open here. Sri Lanka is positioning itself as a global business and tourism hub. Now, I visited the immigration department. I don't know whether it's a nice thing to say because by I have a different citizenship, so I had to extend my visa for a short vacation. And when I was there, I was very surprised that the officer who was dealing with foreigners couldn't speak English fluently. Now, that gave a very bad impression. And actually, those tourists were really frustrated. One person even told me he won't return back to Sri Lanka. So, the thing is, guys, when we position ourselves as a touristic hub, we really need to show that we are able to communicate. That's an important thing, right? Number two, foreign investment is coming in to a certain extent now, right after the financial crisis. Companies want professionals who can communicate internationally. Now, that's an important thing, right? When we speak about investments, now we always love that word. අපි වචන අහද්දී like investment කැදී as උඩ but the point is how can we convince a potential investor to invest in our business, right? Now, for example, you have a business idea and it's always great to find a potential investor, but how are you going to pitch, right, your proposal? So that's a very important thing. The next one is the BPO and tech sectors are expanding rapidly. English is the entry requirement. So that's an important thing too. So when we want to outsource services, right, how are we going to deal with that? That's an important thing. Next one, guys, remote work has opened doors to global employers, but only for those who can communicate confidently. That's another thing, guys. Only in Sri Lanka, Lanka විතරයි තවම අර freelancing ඒ කියන්නේ කොහොමද අපි outsource jobs අපිට ලබා ගන්නෙ? We need to kind of think about that too, guys. And even for that, we need to know how to communicate. Today, guys, we have more opportunities than before. Let's be very honest. After COVID-19, right, we can do certain things online. We all love it. But the thing is, how can we position ourselves so that people will acquire our services? So for that, communication is very important. Then migration pathways to Australia, Canada, and the UK are growing. Actually, that's pretty obvious. We all know that. English is not optional. It's a visa condition. Only, guys, in Sri Lanka, we see that people want to pass this exam following shortcuts. And I'm very sorry to say, only in Sri Lanka and also in Pakistan, where we hear people want to buy the certificate. That's a very dangerous option. We should not even think about it, right? So the thing is, it's a requirement. Then the next generation of Sri Lankan leaders will be judged on the global stage. Now, that's the most important thing. Like I said, even if you go to a private bank or even if you go to a five-star hotel, what I've noticed is that, yes, when they see a customer, they want to speak in English, but within themselves, right, they switch to their native languages, Tamil and Sinhala. So we need to have that exposure, guys. We need to understand like how this is going to help us. So that's what we're going to focus now. Okay, now let's focus on some important aspects. Now, first of all, why qualified Sri Lankans still struggle with professional English? Now, I studied in Sinhala medium, and I know when I moved to Russia to do my degree, and it was in English. So I studied in English medium there, but when I went to school, I studied in Sinhala. And English was just a subject for me. And actually, I was quite okay, but still, it was very difficult for me to adapt, to understand things. Today, guys, after becoming qualified, I believe that at that time, if I had known English the way I know now, I could have performed much better. So let's try to understand these points. Number one, studied in our native language, English was just a subject, not the language of learning, right? Let's be honest. We have nothing to hide. It's a fact. University lecturers switched to our native language mid-session. Spoken English never really developed. Now, if I'm saying the truth, say yes or no. Now, for example, guys, when we went to university, I have seen many qualified professionals. Today, they are struggling. Why is that? It's not because they are unable to improve their skills. It's just, it's a fact. So even when we studied, when we did our degree, I had a lady, guys. She's from the Central Bank of Sri Lanka who followed my program. So I really respect her. She was very thankful. So she told me she even went to the UK to do a degree, but still she wasn't fluent. The thing is, guys, it's not about just studying in English. It's about mastering the right methods. That's what we're going to learn today. That's what we're going to learn today. Then entered the workplace, and English quietly disappeared from daily conversations. ලංකාවේ තියෙන ලොකුම ප්‍රශ්නේ තමයි ඉංග්ලිෂ් උගන්වනවා ටීචර්ස්ලා ඒගොල්ලන්ගොත් ඉංග්ලිෂ් වලින් නෙමෙයි උගන්වන්නේ සිංහලෙන්. අද අපි දකින්න ලංකාවේ ගොඩක් ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්ලිෂ් ක්ලාසස්. හැබැයි ජෝක් එක කියන්නේ ස්පෝකන් වෙන්නේ සිංහලෙන් නැත්නම් තමිල් වලින්. Let's be honest, guys. I have never seen that trend anywhere in Eastern Europe. Let's be very honest. Take the French president. French is their main language, right? That's their first language, but still, Macron can speak English fluently. Take Italy, for example. Giorgia Meloni, wonderful lady. I really like her. But the thing is, she speaks English fluently. Take the ex-Hungarian Prime Minister, Viktor Orban. He spoke English, he speaks English fluently. You take the Finnish president. So if you take all these European countries, because of the education system, they speak English properly. You go to Finland, and when you come across Finnish people, because I've been there, you can't find a single Finnish person who won't be able to speak in English. And they sound really fluent. Now, that's the system. Here in Sri Lanka, the system is not yet there. Maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years, we might be there. But for now, it's not great. Let's be honest. You see, so the thing is, guys, we just need to analyze things. Right? So we're going to analyze it and we're going to work towards it. Okay. Then, guys, the next point, which I would like to share, is that we all can, and I've seen that, can read, can write, but when we speak, we freeze. Right? Up to Hamotama. කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් කියවලා තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් right අපිට ඇවිල්ලා වීඩියෝ එකක් බලද්දී 90% understand කරන්න පුළුවන් but when we have to speak that's where it becomes really challenging right so let's try to solve that today the problem was never capability it was always the system no the thing is guys remember I keep saying this the best thing in life as professionals is that when we learn something when we learn a skill it always belongs to us. Nobody can take it away from us, right? But we just need to learn or we need to master the skill the right way. That's the most important thing. So once we master the skill the proper way, it's always going to belong to you. And you'll always know how to deal with it. That's an important thing, guys. That's what we're going to focus now. Before I move on, now when we reach a certain stage in our lives, maybe you're a lawyer, you're an accountant, you're a doctor, you're a principal, because I've had so many professionals. I've trained over 750 professionals in Sri Lanka. So with my experience, what I can say is after a certain stage in our career, we cannot go back to school and learn English the same way we did at that time. ඉස්කෝලේ කාලේ කොහොමද අපි ඉංග්‍රීසි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ ඒ වගේ දැන් ඉගෙන ගන්න බෑ it's not going to be effective right let's be honest right that's not the right way we need to learn skills so it's not just the language it's the approach it's the right words that we need to use so guys before we move on 3 myths that many people have the way they believe that we need to change now on words number 1 right I made too many mistakes for too long. It's too late for me. සමහරවිට අපිට එහෙම හිතන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩක් කල අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ නැහැ. Then it's too late. Let's try to follow or let's just stomach it. It doesn't work like that. Remember, grammar is a system and I'm going to teach you all today. මම අද පෙන්නන්නම් අපි experience express කරද්දී, අපි process එකක් express කරද්දී, අපි report එක presentation එකේදී sales report එකක් pitch කරද්දී කොහොමද tenses හරියට use කරන්නේ and it's a small fix once we understand it guys it's going to be much easier you see so remember grammar is a system once you understand the rules improvement is fast our students see a difference within weeks and I've seen every individual they're able to understand it very quickly and speak fluently. With my experience, over 10 years of experience, I've understood as Sri Lankans, we tend to underestimate ourselves. It's true, guys. We tend to underestimate ourselves because when I teach Sri Lankan professionals, I get a lot of pleasure because they understand things very quickly. They grasp things very quickly. So what happens is we tend to create our own limitations. That's who we are. When it comes to investments, when it comes to taking risk, when we want to change the environment, we are very skeptical. Number one. Number two, we don't like changes that much. But when we come out of that comfort zone, it's going to be much easier. So it's very important, guys, because only like I said, in Sri Lanka we see that we need to learn the language. The teacher should explain things in Sinhala. ඒක අපේ comfort zone එක. අපි තාම කැමති නෑ ඒ comfort zone එකෙන් එළියට එන්න. හැබැයි ඕන දෙයක් ජීවිතේදී, right? අපි අර adapt වෙන්න පුළුවන් නම්, අර අමාරු දේ face කරන්න පුළුවන් නම්, we become stronger, right? That's the best thing about our brain, guys. You see, our body, our brain, we are programmed to do the opposite. But if we do against that, we can master things. Now, for example, we crave for sweets. It can be sweets kanasa, but if you avoid it, it becomes better. Like that, if we read regularly, we become wiser, right? Like that, you do need to come out of your comfort zone. So when you learn a language, expose yourself. Now, අපි බලමු හින්දි ෆිල්ම්ස් බලපු කට්ටිය ඉස්කෝලේ කාලේ මගේ යාළුවෝ ඒගොල්ලන්ට හින්දි කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? ඒ වගේ තමයි, like, when you live in Dubai or maybe in the Middle East, somehow we've seen certain, like some Sri Lankans, they can speak the Arabic language. Why? They expose themselves. So exposure matters, right? So that is, I'm not saying that's the most effective approach, but exposure matters. So let's not deny that. So like that, when you see that you're in an environment where you have to speak in English, where everything is explained in English, don't fear. Don't let that fear stop you. That's an important thing, guys. That's an important thing. Now, I don't want to go into names, but sometimes I see some TikTok reels from teachers. And sometimes some of them, they also prepare students for IELTS. Now, I'm very, very skeptical. I'm not very sure whether they can achieve a band 7 in IELTS the way they speak. Some of them, they pronounce British as British, right? So don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is we need to understand the reality, guys. Because I know I lived in Russia for more than 21 years. And what I can say is when it comes to the standard, they always maintain a very high standard. That's why still Russia is standing on its own, right? It's the most sanctioned country, but still it's going strong because there should be a standard. අපි ඒක බලන්න ඕනේ. මොකද spoken English class එකක් අපිට ළමයි 1000ක් උගන්වන්න එක, that's not the right thing, guys. So we need to understand the standard, the quality, and the effectiveness of things. So like that, guys, you also need to be responsible on how to learn the skills properly. So exposure matters a lot. Okay. Then, guys, you see, if I learn more words, I'll sound more professional. This is another myth we have. We tend to think that in order to be fluent, we need to learn more words. එහෙම නෑ. Most professionals fail not because of missing words, but because they don't know how to structure what they say. We're going to learn that today, guys. Remember, I'm going to teach you all that as well. So the right system beats a big vocabulary every time. That's an important thing. That's a very important thing. Okay. And finally, watching Netflix is enough. Now, sometimes some people think it's just about watching movies. No. It's also important to listen to audiobooks. Now, who does that? Do we have people who love listening to audiobooks? Please type yes. If you are listening to audiobooks, that would be really great. Do we have such people? Just keep typing yes. Yeah? Do we have anyone who listens to audiobooks? Do you watch documentaries, BBC documentaries? YouTube wala balana puluang, just type BBC documentary. Do you watch documentaries in English? Do you listen to audiobooks? What about podcast? Now, like I said, guys, you can't come up with an excuse like, I don't understand. But try to expose yourselves. That's an important thing, guys. That's an important thing. So do we have such people? Everybody's quiet. Uh-huh. Okay, people are typing. That's great. So if you do, that's great. If you do, that's great. So great, lovely, lovely. I see. Yes, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So if you do, that's great. So let's keep that in mind. So more than Netflix, that's an important thing. But here is the best thing: listening and speaking are different muscles, right? Watching builds understanding. Only structured output practice builds confidence. So that's something that we also need to know. So now, guys, let's start learning new things, okay? So, like I said, when it comes to English, well, I'm very good. Those who said I do, that's great. So, when it comes to English for career as a professional, we need to understand there are five principles. Principle පහක් තියෙනවා. ඒ පහ ඉතාමත්ම වැදගත් මේ system එකට. Okay, so there are five principles that we need to know. Okay, so it's not just learning words. මොකද අපි අර English improve කරන්න ඕන අපි තන grammar හදා ගන්න ඕනේ. Right? වචන සිය ගානක් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම කියලා නෑ. So let's try to understand those five principles, and based on those five principles, we can improve and we can fix this issue within a short period of time. Okay, so the first principle, guys, say one thing clearly. Most professionals try to say too much in one sentence, maybe because they are nervous. Now, quite often I see this in Sri Lanka in a professional environment. අපි බලන්නේ professional environment එකක්. Cafe එකේ නැත්නම් it's not like that. So we are looking at a professional environment. Many Sri Lankans, they tend to speak too much, too many words. That makes us sound very incoherent. Professional speakers, they're very calm and they also express their ideas clearly. ඒක ඉතාමත්ම වැදගත්. Now look at this example. So basically what happened was that the team was trying to complete the project, but there were some issues and we couldn't finish it on time because of various reasons. අපිට එහෙම කතා කරන්න බෑ. දැන් මේක ඉතාමත් වැදගත් public speaking වලට. So look at the thing, guys. The project was delayed. The main reason was a gap in the timeline. We have a plan to fix it. You see, so you break it into small. Now that's a very important thing. So less words, clear idea. Now, for example, guys, even at a job interview, if they ask you, what do you like about your profession? I can't say like, I like the salary, very good salary. I can earn a lot of money. I see a great future ahead of me because, I can't speak like that. You can say, I love my job for a number of reasons. First of all, it's the job satisfaction. You see, first of all, it's the job satisfaction. I get to help people's lives, or I get to help people to progress in their career, and that gives me a lot of happiness. On top of that, I believe that I can expand my scope and explain that. Now, ඒ වගේම තමයි අපි sales pitch එකක් කරද්දී. Now, I want to sell a car. I can't speak like this. You need to buy this car because this is Toyota. You know the brand, right? Very nice brand, very durable. You can use it for a long time. අපිට එහෙම කතා කරන්න බෑ professional environment එකේදී. ලංකාවේ, maybe. So, for example, guys, you see, I would recommend this car for two reasons. First of all, for the brand. In other words, Toyota has a great reputation, so I can say that you can use this car without any issue for 10 years. On top of that, for the price you're getting, you won't have these options in other brands. What I mean is, for this price, you have all the options included. These are the two reasons why you should go for this car. So, අපි අර main point එක introduce කරද්දී, simple sentences use කරන්න ඕනේ. It's not a big deal, guys. ඒක ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. සමහරට අද හිතන්න පුළුවන්, oh my god, මොකද මේක? No, it's very easy. It's very easy. Look at the second example. See, the project was delayed. The main reason was a gap in the timeline. We have a plan to fix it. Now, if you look at the first example and the second example, the second example is more assertive. එතන තමයි අර assertiveness එක අපි පෙන්වන්නේ. This is very important. Because when we want to become a leader, when we want to be heard, our ideas should be very clear. That's an important aspect that we should know. Principle number 2, guys. Connect your ideas like a professional. One short sentence is good. Knowing when to combine two ideas is better. Now, for example, guys, I reviewed the report, right? I reviewed the report and flagged 3 issues. That sounds much better. After reviewing the report, I identified 3 issues that need immediate attention. So if you look at simple, compound, and complex, which is better, guys? Because mama kaliin kiwa goda kata kara nonne. Metana mankino very short when not onne. Which option is better? Is it the first, second, or third? Can you all type me? Which is better? Imagine you're speaking. Which option is better? I reviewed the report. Second one's compound says I reviewed the report and flagged three issues. After reviewing the report, I identified three issues that need immediate attention. Kata karade mona option ekada honda. First, second, or third? What do you think? I want y'all to type. This is an interactive lesson. It's a live session, guys. सामान्य में Zoom बोला था मैं कराना था webinar के वागे करना. So guys, please type. What do you think? I reviewed the report. I reviewed the report and flagged three issues. After reviewing the report, I identified three issues that need immediate attention. So guys, you see, which one is better? The first, second, or third? So if you look at this, remember, right? The second option, what do you think? So if you look at this, guys, right? The second option is much better. Well done. The second option is much better. That's an important thing. Communication, well done, guys. Very good. I'm very happy that you all typed second. Very good. Yes, you see? So the second option is much better, right? Because I reviewed the report and flagged three issues. Metanidi, api clear when Now, I'm not saying the third option is bad, but it's too wordy. Ek api avoid karana thone. So the thing is, guys, connect your ideas, but don't make it too long, right? Don't make it too long. That's an important thing as well. Fine. Great, guys. Well done. Very good. The third principle is to avoid speaking Sri Lankan English. So, for example, speak Sri Lankan English is not the right way. So, we need to sound professional. You see, we all have patterns from how we grew up speaking. Nothing wrong with that. But in a professional environment, small upgrades make a big difference. Small upgrades make a big difference. Now, for example, I'll do and come. Maybe I'll get it done. I'll get it done and update you. You see, I'll get it done. That's much better. Or even trying to say, I'll try to do something. I'll look into it and get back to you. So, mitana phrases tamai danagannone. Like, for example, somebody says, can you see what you can do? You can say, okay, I'll look into it and I'll get back to you. You see, so metane e vachana, just imagine. If I say, I'll see what I can do, right? Or, okay, I'll see and I'll see what I can do. And sometimes we do that. I'll see what I can do. Eva podak hadaganna thone. You can say, no, I'll look into it and get back to you. So I'll look into it sounds more assertive. So when we are in an international environment, that's how we stand out. Etana thamai ape leadership quality ka ape harita pennanne English wala. That's an important thing. Now, quite often we hear she's having a meeting. Eka varadi. So it should be she's in a meeting. Okay, maybe you can say she's at a meeting, but she's in a meeting. She's in a meeting. And next one, guys, kawama dawat apade kyanna ba, I'll check and tell. It's varadi. It's wrong. I'll check and tell. You see, I'll find out and let you know. I'll find out and let you know. You see, or I'll check and let you know, but it's better. But you can't say I'll check and tell. Ekavaradi. You see, I'll come and see. I'll look into it. You see, and then other one is no vachane. Godak වෙලාවට අපි no එක කියවන use කරනවා ඒකත් වැරදි. See, we can't say we submit by Friday, no. It's better to say we're submitting by Friday. Can you confirm? Or we are submitting by Friday, aren't we? Now we are, aren't we? So we are submitting by Friday, aren't we? Now that sounds much better. You see, isn't it? Would you agree or don't you think? That's better. Now, for example, if somebody is making a mistake, it's better to say, don't you think it's better to inform John? Or would you agree that it's better? You see, would you agree that it's better to inform John? Metana guys, grammar task karan nonne, me phrases hariti ganagan nonne. You see, now for example, somebody wants to start a project without informing the management, right? Without informing the management. So it's better to say, why don't you inform the management? Don't you think it's better? Don't you think it's better to inform the management? Or don't you think it's better to consult the management? Now, when you speak like this, right, you naturally improve your fluency, and you sound more assertive. Now, when we speak about English for career or for our profession, it's a very different approach. A method harima venas, but guys, remember, once you know how to use it, it's all about practicing and it's very easy. So the thing is, guys, you see, you just need to understand the situation and speak accordingly. So අර අපේ තියෙන එක approach fix කරන්න ගොඩක් වෙලා යන්නේ. It's a very short investment in time and you can really master it. So that's something that you all should know. So now let's move on to the fourth principle. Start strong, never with or so. Right? Now, for example, here, so basically, I want to say that now public speaking wala eva adu karanna one. Guys, Lankavet මම දකිනවා public speaking කියලා සමහරට යනවා කෙලිම public speaking එකට. Public speaking යන්න කලින් අපි හදාගන්න ඕන දේවල් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ, when you want to build a wall, the foundation has to be strong. But if you try to build a wall without a strong foundation, the wall will collapse. So like that, there are minor things. And eva loku deval neme. Right? So basically, ek adu karanna one. You see, I like to highlight 3 points. Now, if you're at a meeting, you can say, I would like to bring in your attention 3 points. Yeah, or like, I'd like to highlight 3 points. So yeah, the thing is, right, the key issue here is, so eka adu karanna one. So that's what I'm saying. So even if I'm fluent, right, when I'm in a very when I'm in an environment where there are native speakers, I need to have a certain level of assertiveness. Now, that's why, guys, if you look at Kumar Sangakkara, we might say whatever we want. He is an eloquent speaker. You watch his interviews. You watch the way he speaks. He has really worked on himself. ඒක අපිට කියන්න බෑ ඔහේ ඉංග්‍රීසි ඉගෙනගෙන posh වුණා කියලා. He has worked on himself. Now, I know I studied with Farviz Mahroof. So Farviz Mahroof is actually my batchmate. He's my batchmate. And I know when Farviz went to school, I hope he wouldn't mind, he didn't speak that fluently. But today, he's a commentator. We all know that. He's an international commentator, right? He worked on himself. And it did not take him that long. And I have heard his first commentary, and today he's remarkable. So, guys, that's the great thing about being a human. We all can master skills, but we just need to know the right approach. You see, so that's an important thing I would like to mention. Last principle, the fifth principle, right? End with an action, not a question mark. So yeah, I think that's it. එහෙම අපිට හැමලෙම කියන්න බෑ. I'm not sure if that makes sense. ඒක හැම වෙලේම අහන්නත් හොඳ නෑ. Because sometimes you also see native speakers say like, so hope that makes sense. That's better. I'm not sure if that makes sense. ඒක හැම වෙලේම use ඒක poshව sound වෙනවා. But එතන ඇවිල්ලා අපි පොඩ්ඩක් vulnerable. We show like, we are not very sure with what we are saying. So that doesn't make much sense when we are negotiating, right? So it's better to say, that's my recommendation. I'm happy to take questions. Or we can say, those are the 3 points. Let's discuss next steps. Or you can say, well, that's what I have to say. I'll be more than happy to answer questions. Or if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer. You see, if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer. So my phrase, guys, if you keep repeating it, it's easier for you to use it. You're not in a level where a teacher has to teach English like a chemistry class. ලංකාවේ ඒක තමයි වෙන්නේ. මම දැක්කා මම ඊස්ටර්න් ප්‍රොවින්ස් ගියා මම ඒකම තමයි දැක්කේ හෙතනත් මම දැක්කා මාස් ක්ලාසස් වලත් ඉංග්‍රීසි උගන්වන්නේ chemistry වගේ, which is actually pathetic, guys. Sometimes I see ළමයි අපි off එක ගේනවා මේ වචනේ ඉදිරි, and he's drawing an arrow. So I remembered my chemistry class when I was doing my A-levels, and that's also was crazy. 3,000 students. I just remembered that. I thought, what is this? And actually, one professional, I'm going to show that, she came and told me, she said, like, I attended a program like that. And when I speak, she only told me, I think about, like, offeka isra again or the pastor again. I mean, that's how it goes. So the thing is, guys, you just need to know the system. And once you know the system, it becomes much easier. Is it clear? So what I'm trying to show here, once again, we need to know these principles, right? The 5 principles. And we just need to develop based on those principles. That's all. And it's not going to be that difficult. Now, guys, we're going to focus on the assertiveness. Now, for example, අපි පොඩක් හැමලෙම බලන්න ඕනේ කොච්චර I mean, how many times, right? අපි කොච්චරලා මේ I'm not sure කියන එක. Now, for example, guys, even when I'm dealing with a client, if they say, "Can you say why it happened?" I should never say, "I'm not sure, sir. Only the manager knows." No, manager only. අපි ගොඩාක් වෙලාට because we are very polite, right? අපි හිතන එහෙම කතා කළාම තමයි හරියන්නේ කියලා. එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? Instead of saying, "I'm not sure," right? So here, if I say I'm not sure, I don't know what I'm doing. You see? So we can't always say I'm not sure. So it's better to say, let me confirm and come back to you. Or you can say, well, I need to discuss with my manager to give you a proper idea. Right? You see, I need to discuss with my manager to give you the right information. I'm not sure, so manager only knows whether. You can say the manager is aware of the situation. Let me discuss with him and give you a proper answer. Is that okay? And etana hondai. You see, etana api we are really concerned. Because guys, I see that even when I go to five-star hotels in Sri Lanka, they say I'm not sure ehema kata karanda ba. Because anyway, the client is a client. The client is not my friend. Then guys, it's a bit complicated. We can't always say that, right? There are a few moving parts, right? Here's where we are, right? So that's much better. But I'll teach that a bit later. I think maybe, like my recommendation is now, a situation if I'm a director, a head of department, my recommendation is, or if I were you, I would. My eka passe ganana adaneme course up your ganana systems, kohoma de conditionals use karane, right? Well, it's a bit skeptical, and it's better to say, I have some concerns. Let me explain. That's much better. You see? So you never say, I have a few problems to discuss with you. It's always better to say, guys, overall, I like the proposal, but I have a few concerns which I would like to address, or I would like to discuss it with you. I'll try, I'll make it happen. No, it depends. Mama kiyanne හැම I'll try කියන්නේ හොඳ නැහැ කියලා. I'm not saying it's a mistake. But when you feel that if you use this phrase, it would sound better, that would be the right approach, guys. So these are the things we need to know. Now, guys, we'll try to focus on tenses. Then මෙතන මගේ aim එක ඇවිල්ලා ඔයගලන්ට පෙන්වන්න අපි work environment එකක් බැලුවම there are different situations. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have meetings. We have to negotiate. We have to deal with clients, right? We have to convince. We want a pay raise, right? Now, I know a lady, guys, I actually because I do career coaching as well. So last week, I met her at ITC for a session, and she told me, her biggest issue, and she was crying. She was literally crying. She said that her biggest problem is that she's living in Bangkok. She's living in Bangkok, and she's actually has been living there for 7 years, but she can't ask for a pay raise. But she's extremely fluent. She's fluent in English. So the thing is, she just doesn't know how to negotiate. So negotiation is also an important thing. අපි ඇවිල්ලා හිතන්න ඕනේ මේ English ඇවිල්ලා hey man what's up. So when we are professionals, we need to sound professional. So my point is, guys, there are certain phrases we need to know. We need to know the right words to use based on the situation. And that does not require months of learning. We just need to fix it, and let's fix it now. That's the most important thing. Apart from that, we also need to know tenses. Guys, do you remember English tenses? When you were in school, maybe you must have learned, or maybe you attended a class. If you know tenses, can you just type, yes, I remember? If you know, just type yes. I won't. Do you remember these tenses? If you know, I would like to know. Please type yes. Maybe when you were in school, maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you remember tenses, English tenses, like present simple, present continuous, present perfect, past simple. Do you remember it? If you remember, that's great. If you have you heard? Do you know what are tenses? Yes, great. Well done. Well done. That's great. Yeah, remember some. That's great. So the thing is, guys, now what happens is we cannot learn a language like a subject. We need to learn a language like understanding the practicality, like understanding how to use it. That way, it's going to be much easier. That way, it's going to be much easier. So the thing is, guys, when we speak about our experience, when we speak about an ongoing process, when we speak about our habits, right? When we speak about past events, when we speak about our future plans, we need to focus on tenses. The same goes with Sinhala. I'm not that fluent in Tamil, but I'm sure in Tamil the same, right? We change words, we add words, and so on. So, like that, guys, it's very important. Number two, professional credibility. If you use tenses, they demonstrate language competency, essential for business meetings and presentations, right? Then, guys, accurate storytelling. Now, we have public speaking and which is important. Now, when we are delivering a speech, right, when we are showing a presentation and speaking about sales, right, or the sales forecast or the performance, tenses are really important, guys. You see, and for effective communication, it also comes into effect. So now, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you all two sentences. I'm going to show you all two sentences. You need to tell me which option is correct. Okay, so I'm going to show you all two sentences, and you're going to tell me which option is correct. So, guys, look here. It says, I have worked for five companies. I worked for five companies. Which is correct? If this is your experience, ඔයාගේ experience එක ඔයා express කරද්දී කොහොමද හරියට කියන්නේ? ඒ කියන්නේ තාම මම මගේ career එක run වෙනවා. හැබැයි අද වෙනතුරු මම companies පහකට වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා. Companies පහකට වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා. So here it says I have worked for five companies. I work for five companies. Is it A or B? And I want everyone to type. Is it I work for five companies or I have worked for five companies? Is it A or B? Okay, I see the answers. Well done. I want everyone to type, right? Guys, which is correct? No, just type. Don't feel shy. Uh-huh. Okay. Well done. Well done, guys. Well done. Lovely. Lovely. Wow. You see? So great. Great. I'm very happy. I have. It's A, right? I have worked for five companies. I have worked for five companies. Good. Well done, guys. So that's lovely. Love that energy. Let's keep it going. So you see, this is called present perfect. This is called present perfect. So that's what we're going to learn now. So, and it's going to be very important. You see, so this is called present perfect. So well done, guys. Very good. Okay. So don't say it's B, it's A. A is the correct answer, but well done. You see, so we use present perfect, okay, for experience. You see, now when to use present perfect versus past simple. First, let's look at present perfect. You see, we use present perfect when we speak about our life experience. Like, I have visited Japan 3 times. ඒ කියන්නේ මම තාම ජීවිතුන් අතර so මගේ ජීවිත කාලෙදී මම ජපාන් ගිහලා තිනවා 3 පාරක්. එහෙම කියද්දී අපි කියනවා I have been to, not I went to. Like I have been to or I have visited Japan 3 times. She has worked in marketing. You see, now actions with present results, like I have lost my keys. He has finished the report. You see, so when we speak about the result, he has finished the report. He has sent the documents. He has informed the management. He has. He informed. He has informed the management. A podi deval hadagatot, it's really nice, guys. You see. Now, for example, next one is unfinished time periods. I have read 5 books this year. Now, this year is not yet over, so we would use present perfect simple. We have had many meetings this month. We have had many meetings this month. You see, or for example, I have just arrived. Have you finished yet? So once again, guys, when we say already, like we use present perfect simple. I have already, so it should be I have already sent, not I already sent. I already came. I have already arrived. I have already arrived. Right? I've already met the management. So when we use already, yet, so, right, we have to use present perfect. That's an important thing. Then, guys, I'll come back to the third point. When we refer to unfinished period, like this month, today, this year, this season, we need to use present perfect simple as well. So that's important. Now, for example, guys, when we speak about this quarter, you can say this quarter, we have sold 10,000 pieces. This year, so far, we have sold 1 million pieces. You see, that's how you would speak. So those things, like simple things, can be fixed very quickly, and that would be very important as well. Okay. Past simple we use when we speak about things which happened in the past. Now, for example, I visited Japan last year. She worked there from 2018 to 2020, right? So, for example, when you say, like, I worked in company B from 1995 to 2003, because that happened in the past. Completed actions in the past. For example, I lost my keys yesterday. He finished the report at 5 p.m. You see, so here we would use present past simple. I'm sorry. Here we would use past simple. Then finish time periods. Like I read 5 books last year. So whatever that we did last year, last month. So all the activities we would use past simple if it happened in the past. We had 3 meetings yesterday. But if you speak about today, we've had, like we have had, so we would say, we've had 3 meetings today. Then past habits and routines, like I studied English every day when I was young. We always met on Fridays. See, we always met on Fridays. So when we speak about unfinished time period, when we speak about an ongoing process, we would use present perfect simple. But when we refer to past actions which happen in the past, at a particular time in the past, we use past simple. That's it. So now, guys, based on that, let me check your knowledge. So look at the first one. She has graduated from university last month. She graduated from university last month. Now, last month means it's over. This action happened in the past. So, do we use present perfect or past simple? So, she has graduated from university last month. She graduated from university last month. Last month is over. Is it A or B? What do you think? She has graduated from university last month. She graduated from university last month. Last month is over. So we need to use past simple. A or B? Okay, I see the answers coming. Well done. Well done. It's B, right? It's B, guys. She graduated from university last month. Now, when we say this month, no, when we say this month, we would use present perfect simple. But if you refer to last month, she graduated from university last month. You see, she has graduated from university. If you say this month, when you refer to unfinished period, then we would use present perfect simple. But here, guys, it's B. Well done. Very good. What about this one? Now, today is not yet over. Do we use present perfect simple or past simple? We have visited 3 clients today, or we visited 3 clients today. We have visited 3 clients today. Now, 3 clients today means today is not yet over, or we visited 3 clients today. Okay, I see the answers coming. Well done, guys. Well done. So it's present perfect simple. It's A. It's A. Yes, you see, today. Now remember, Matatyagan, today, this month, this year, this season, this quarter, api use karane present perfect. Ekane, I have visited. I visited neme. I have reported. I have submitted. Right? E bagema tamai. Yesterday, last week, last month, last season. ඒක ඕවර් අපි ලාස්ට් කියද්දි yesterday කියද්දි අපි රිෆර් කරන්නේ time එකක් past wala. We have to use past simple, guys, right? So here, today is not yet over. We use present perfect simple. We have visited three clients today. We have visited three clients today. But yesterday, we visited five clients. But today, so far, we have visited three clients. Well done, guys. One more, one more. He has attended the meeting yesterday, or he attended the meeting yesterday. I'll be quiet. I'll not explain much, but I love the energy, guys. Well done. Very good. He has attended the meeting yesterday, or he attended the meeting yesterday. Now remember, yesterday. Yesterday. Well done. Well done. Very good. Very good. Very good. Lovely. Lovely. Yes. So it's B, right? He attended the meeting yesterday. You see? So these are simple things, guys. These are simple things, but doesn't take much effort. We just need to know. So ඇයි අපි මේක ඉගෙන ගන්නද? That's where we need to know. Now අපි grammar ඉගෙන ගත්තා කියලා ඒක ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. අපි කොහොමද ඒක implement කරන්නේ, right? That's what we're going to focus on. So you guys got it right. Thumbs up. Lovely. Lovely. Just amazing. So let's maintain that. Now, guys, let's see how to introduce ourselves. Now you guys are going to introduce yourselves. Today, guys, yes, I'm not doing it through Zoom, but my lessons are conducted through Zoom. But since we have a bigger audience, we are conducting it as a webinar because it's like the first session, but usually it's going to be through Zoom. So now, guys, let's see how you're going to introduce yourself. Okay. So I want you to tell me your name and profession, how long you've been in your field, a specific past experience, and keep it for 1 minute. Now look at this. My name is John. I'm an engineer, and I've been in this field for 20 years. I started my career at ABC Company in 2004, where I worked on bridge construction projects. You see, so my name is John. I'm an engineer. Who are you? I'm an accountant. I'm a principal. I'm a director. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an IT specialist. I'm a programmer, right? Then you see, I have been in this field. Or guys, I have been working as an engineer because it's still ongoing, right? I've been in this field for 20 years. I started my career at ABC Company in 2004, where I worked on bridge construction projects. Or guys, hello, I'm Sarah, and I'm a university undergraduate. I've been studying art for 3 years. I started this degree in 2022 after completing my A levels. So, guys, can you introduce yourselves? Can you type your answers? Okay? Make a exercise. So, we have so many participants. So, go ahead, guys. We would like to see. So, with me, I have Yana as well. So, she would also like to see who are you? We have Yana, we have Olga, my technical team from Eastern Europe. So, I think it's nice. So if I don't pay attention to you all guys, they will also appreciate. So please type, who are you? Right? And make it stand out. Now, how long have you been? Say, I have been in this field, or I have been working as a teacher for 10 years, or I have been working as a teacher since 2022, or since 2000. අපි since use කරන්නේ start time එකට. අපි duration එක express කරද්දී use කරනවා for. Like I have been working as a teacher for 10 years or for 15 years and so on. So let's see. I'm very excited to know who you are. So please introduce yourselves. Great. Or guys, when you speak about like I have completed many projects. Now, if you're an engineer, I have built many bridges. I have taught. Now, if you're a teacher, right? I taught 1,000 students. I have taught over 1,000 students. Or my company has produced. Now, company, she, he. So my company has produced, right? 10,000 products, for example, right? So you would speak. So everything that your company has produced, has achieved, you see, we use present perfect simple. That's the starting point, guys. That's the starting point. Hmm. Well, then I'm giving some more time. Very good. But you see, if you are a student, right, you would say it's an ongoing process. Like I have been studying, right? Like, I'm Sarah and I'm a university undergraduate. I've been studying art for 3 years. Why? It's still ongoing. I started it and I'm still studying. એ વાક્યમાં તમે work I have been working. આપણે તેને use કરવાને verb I have been working. I have been reading. So we can use that ongoing process. Mhm. So guys, mhm. And whenever we speak about some past moments, right, we use past simple. We use past simple. So love the energy. I see that many are kind of really typing. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hmm. Well done. So, for example, I'll take one example. So, uh, Erasure have been working as an accounts officer, I'm sorry, as an accounts officer, well done, since 2005. I got my degree in business administration in 2004. So look at her example, right? I got my degree. I got my degree in business administration in 2004. Okay, I saw Bimal was very active too. So my name is Bimal. Hi, Bimal. I'm an assistant manager of finance of a finance company. I have been working in finance. Now look at Bimal's example, right? I have been working in finance field since 2010. I completed my degree in 2015. I have been involved here. So it's just a small correction there, Bimal. I have been involved in many projects so far. I have been involved, but well done, Bimal. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Mhm. So well done, Mangala. So I'm Mangala, beautiful name. I'm a homeopath. Wow. I've been working you see, I've been working for 27 years. Or Mangala, we can say, I have been working since 1998. So either you say, I have been working for 27 years. Wow, that's fantastic. 27 years, impressive. Or since, kind of lost it, since 1998. Yes, well done, well done. Mhm. Well done. So we have software engineers. I've been in this field for 10 years. Well done. Well done. Padma, well done. Very good. BPO company. Wow. Okay. So we were discussing about BPOs. Great. 2070. Well done. Very good. And look at guys, I like let's take Ramesh's example, right? Ramesh has mentioned, Ramesh, hi, yes. So I've been working as a manager for 15 years and I have worked for three insurance companies. So you see, he has been working as a manager because it's still ongoing. So he has used present perfect continuous, like I have been working. And when you speak about results, I have worked for, right? So lovely, lovely. I think that's really nice. Fine. So guys, I would ask Yana also to check because I'm going to move on. So first come first. So don't think that I'm ignoring y'all because it's like a webinar. But during the Zoom session, I check everyone. So I'll just. So I'm in the private sector. So that I'm in the private sector. Well done, very good. Yeah. So guys, it's really an honor because I see so many professionals like managers, accountants, right? I'm pretty sure we have other professionals too. So really, guys, really honored, and really honored, and really nice to see you all. Great. I don't get to see you all, but yeah, fine. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. So you see, guys, that's the thing. Now, to be honest, please don't get me wrong. I have been interviewing Sri Lankan teachers, and I even interviewed some teachers from universities, prestigious universities. And I can't mention the names because it's not correct. So I was very surprised. My question was very simple. What's the difference between past simple and present perfect? Now, these are degree holders. Remember, these are degree holders. You should not know, right? Because it's not your thing. You just need to know when to use it, but you don't have to go into all the theory. So I asked them, how would you teach students past simple and present perfect? Not a single teacher could explain that to me, guys. I don't know whether you are going to be happy to hear that. Not a single teacher. Now, if you take Eastern European countries, even if you take Russia as an example, those are the things they know. And that's an important thing. As an English teacher, if it's a degree holder, right? If she or he is a degree holder, they should know. So if they don't know, then how can they explain? So guys, you all, when you join programs in Sri Lanka, you need to do a research. You need to understand the credibility of the teacher. It's not just a degree. Because that's why, for example, because I lived in Russia for more than 20 years, they say a very nice thing. Degree is one thing. Skills or bringing into practice, it's another thing. So knowledge is not just studying and remembering things, but what is very important is the practicality. And I'm sure as professionals, you know that. So what I'm saying, guys, hereafter, understand the practicality of things. When you speak about events that took place in the past, it's past simple. When we speak about ongoing process which started in the past till now, we use present perfect continuous and present perfect simple. Remember the rules, it will be important. So guys, I will share two documents tomorrow. One is actually my special guide for tenses. I'm pretty sure you'll find it useful. So I'll be sharing it with you all tomorrow. Then, guys, verbs. You see, we just need to know the right verbs. So, first of all, remember when it comes to English, there are irregular verbs like cut, 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 put, or, for example, go, went, gone, see, saw, seen, do, did, done. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share professional verbs like analyze, review, invest, right? So, I'll share those verbs. I want you all to create your own examples. It's a very important thing. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි කියනවා මම වචන දන්නවා. හැබැයි මට ඒක අර කතා කරන වෙලාවට එන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ? Because, guys, we consider those verbs to be new for us. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි වචනේ පොඩ්ඩක් දන්නවා හැබැයි අපි කතා කරද්දී අර එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ හේතුව ඇවිල්ලා අපේ subconscious mind එක හිතන් ඉන්නේ ඒ word එක අපිට අලුත් කියලා. So what is very important is, guys, you have to create your own examples. ඒක අනිවාර්යෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ. Now, for example, guys, bring, brought. So, for example, I bring my lunch every day. I brought it yesterday. I have brought it today. For example, we invest 10 million every year. We invested it last year, and we have invested 6 million this month. So, I will examples are past, present, present perfect. A verbs use karla or practice karo. So I'm going to send that guide, guys. It's going to be very useful. You see, I'm not speaking about my course. I'm trying to give you the right guidance, and you can even improve by yourself. But what is very important is your commitment. Ek itamat vadagat, guys. You see, so for example, I see that in Sri Lanka quite often, even for IELTS, and with IELTS, when I prepare students for IELTS or PT, I'm very strict. I don't understand why people just depend on recordings. Because when you're learning a skill, the practicality is very important. So what I'm saying is you have to create your own examples. So there are ways to do that, right? It's actually only 4 weeks. You can also use AI. So I'm going to send you some verbs. You go through those verbs, create your own examples. Try to become familiar only with 5 verbs every week. Every week. Like create your own examples, guys, and you will see wonders. You will see that you'll be able to remember it and use it. Now, for example, guys, I was, they were, right? Or we have been. Like, so I've been, we have been, she has been, right? Have, had, do, did, done, say, said, get, got, gotten, make, made, go, went, gone. So just know these basic verbs. මේවා තමයි මේ basic verbs 10 දැනගන්න ඕනේ, right? There's no way out. And then, guys, you have to replace them with more advanced verbs in the long run. So if you do that, it's going to be much easier. And for a professional environment, guys, for a professional environment, we need to use some advanced verbs, which you will learn in the long run. So, guys, now I would like to speak about my program. So, you saw I kind of have these five principles. There is a method. And what I can say is that if you follow that method, I guarantee within 10 weeks, you'll be able to understand and speak fluently. The goal, guys, is not just receiving a certification. The goal is giving you the ability to speak in front of an audience. That's how we do. So I call it as the English Mastery Program. Already more than 700 professionals have completed this program from Sri Lanka. We are looking at doctors, engineers, bankers. I have so many bankers. I can't mention the name, but what I can say is I even had professionals from the central bank. I was really honored. So all the prestigious banks, like head of departments like head of credit, then of course school principals, teachers, then of course from the education ministry, uh, and it goes on. So it's actually a proven, tested method. You see, so we go till the end, and everyone, guys, who received the certification, they were able to deliver a speech. I will share the video of Mrs. Kumari a bit later. So that's the program, guys. It's not a program like, you pay, you just go, you get a certification, and then, the level is the same. No progress, nothing. That's number one. Number two, with this program, what we do is we create a community. And that's a very important thing. So we create a community, and after completing the program, you get to attend speaking clubs for a month after receiving the certification. So you have to complete the program and be entitled. That means you have to earn the certificate, like, showing the skills. And after the graduation or the certification award ceremony, you'll be attending speaking club for 1 month for free. And if you want to continue, we have a small subscription free and continue further. So what we do is, guys, we meet once a month in a cafe, or for example, like, in a nice place. We also get to interact professional things, but that's after the program. So the thing is, guys, what we do is, it's good if you are able to understand me, then the program is going to be effective for you. So our course eliminates specific vocabulary and grammar obstacles. We don't just teach theory, we teach you how to implement English in real life. So, guys, today is a webinar. I would also share a recording of my session related to public speaking. Watch that lesson. If you like the way I teach my students, then the program would be useful for you as well. I'm 100% sure about it. So, when you look at the grammar part, right, we will focus on tenses, article mastery, complex sentences, when to use and where to use, conditional excellence. Like, if I were you, I wouldn't do, voice control, then modal verb precision. Now, for example, when to use should, must, could, and comparative structures. So you don't have to learn hundreds of rules. You just learn what is required. That's number one. Number two, guys, right? We focus on professional situations like I did today, and you'll learn how to speak based on that. Now, for example, how to present yourself in a job interview, how to handle professional conversations, how to pitch a product effectively. Now, when we say a product, it's not just a product, even your idea, right? You want the management, or when you are in a board meeting, you want them to listen to you. You want to be heard, right? How to deliver compelling presentations, how to negotiate deals and contracts, how to lead and participate in meetings, how to build rapport with clients and also with colleagues. Now, networking is an important thing, right? How to give constructive feedback and receive criticism. So, guys, I cover these principles. Every lesson is with the presentation. Recordings will be shared. And also, guys, you will have access to our platform. So what happens is, like we did today, the grammar task could be done on our platform. So if you are able to understand me, if you found my teaching okay, then you should join. But if you think that it's difficult for you, then do reconsider. That's the thing, guys. You see, එක තමයි කියන්නේ මේක ඇවිල්ලා අමාරු නෑ. හැබැයි ඔය effort එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ. That's very important too, guys. Because the moment we feel like, okay, I like when a teacher explains things in Sinhala and in Tamil, that means we are still not ready to come out of our comfort zone. That's very true. And I'm going to show you so many examples, guys, because, it's not like, we are teaching for the first time. It is tested. We have undergone certain trials, and it's proven to be extremely effective. So, guys, I conduct these lessons Tuesdays and Thursdays. So today is the first session. So we're going to start next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Sometimes we also have weekend groups. So you need to discuss with the manager. Okay. But weekdays, guys, for now, we have lessons on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. But if you're interested on a different schedule, you need to discuss with the manager. So they will let you know. So, guys, every uh, participant, when they complete the program, you will receive a certificate provided you attend 80% of the lessons. And I'm sure, guys, I don't want to speak like this because we are professionals, right? So we are speaking at a different level. We are not students. So you should not join this program just to receive the certificate, but you'll be receiving the certificate after completing the program. And we've had many professionals, guys, but I want to speak about Mrs. Kumari. I respect her very much because, guys, even during the Ditva, uh, like, flood, like, she attended during the disaster, she attended the session because her area was affected. Her house, I think, got a bit flooded. I'm not sure about that, but she attended the lesson, every lesson. And I want to watch her video after the session today. We'll be sharing it. Please watch. Now, from the start till the end, she was consistent. Even when she had board meetings, she attended my session after that, maybe after 30 minutes. Now, she's a great example of consistency and achievement, and she was able to deliver a speech during the award ceremony. I was really impressed. And I knew she was good, but I didn't know that she was that great, that she had improved so much. And please watch her speech. Poda keka balanna. It's a very inspiring, and I'm pretty sure you will also get inspired by her story. So when she joined, guys, she was okay. Today, she's the director of RI, Kurunagala. You can watch the speech. And after that, guys, because we create a community, another teacher also found a job because we, through our Zoom meetings, we have breakout tasks. So they got acquainted. And, now she's also working with Mrs. Kumari. So, there are such professionals too. Then, of course, Indu. Like, again, very consistent. At the beginning, she was okay. But also, guys, she was really improving. And when we came into public speaking and so on, she understood the structure and she found it very useful. And the list goes on. Many people, guys, many professionals found it useful. I'm speaking about doctors. I'm speaking about bankers, right? Because it's one thing when we are very much okay with the current situation. But remember, skills we should master. And when we master new things, we become better. That's a very important thing. Number two, guys, look at this program as an opportunity to connect with other people. That's what Mrs. Kumari told me. The diversity, right? You get to meet doctors, engineers, bankers, software engineers. You see, then, from the ministries, we have professionals, and it's very nice. And when you meet these people, that's a different environment because what happens is after work, abhi varatayano, gatherayano, stress, next day we go. So some people come, to kind of unwind a bit. I'm not using the word relax, but, to get a different impression. That's very important, guys. Now, I'm saying like sometimes, when we are always at home, right? And when we never go outside, we try to create our own view about things. There's a famous saying, "Eka mage jeevithe lokkuwata venas kala." They say, you believe not what you see. You already, no, see, now, for example, guys, you believe not what you see. You see what you already believe. Let me repeat that again. You believe not what you see. You believe not what you see. You already see what you believe. That's an important thing. So what happens is, guys, for example, for us, it's a stress. For another person, it's an excitement. Why does it happen? Because it's our thought process. And there is another saying, I'm so sorry, but it's a very nice poem too. They say, sow a thought, you reap an act. Sow an act, you reap a character. Sow a character, you reap a destiny. ඒකන අපේ thought process එක තමයි අපේ character එක build කරන්නේ. And that's how our destiny is built. So the thing is, guys, you need to understand that. So my community is a very different thing. So you get to meet these people. So I want you to look at it not like a course, but look at it as an opportunity to develop. That's an important thing. So guys, the pricing point, I'm just saying the market price, it's very high, right? It's 32. It's 19,000 only for the first stage, the Open University. right? If you take British Council, it's 40,000 plus, right? And I have seen much progress there. Our course is extremely cheap with our special discount. So remember, what we offer is actually 10 weeks of live Zoom lessons, grammar and diplomacy training, public speaking coaching, right? Sentence structures that work. You saw that. Career communication approach, professional certification is given, right? And then the personal attention. So, guys, our course goes at 16,000 rupees for the first five people. So, that's the special offer. You see, so remember, it's going to be 10 weeks, 20 lessons, plus 1 month of speaking club. You can choose it. And also our platform. So that is way below the market price. You can do your research, guys. You can do your research and you can decide. But that's only for 5 students because we have mini groups. So we don't enroll everyone. So for the first five people who are interested, it will be 16,000 rupees. Or, guys, after the first five, it will be 20,000 rupees. And if you want to pay in installments, the first installment will be 11,000 rupees. And after 3 weeks, you have to pay 9,000 rupees. So there is a 4,000 rupee difference if you want to go for the installment option. So that's the program, guys. That's the program. So remember, we have lessons Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Right? So these are live Zoom lessons. Remember, these are live Zoom lessons. You get to interact with people. Recording is shared after every lesson. It's going to be for 10 weeks and it's evening friendly. So look at it like an entertainment plus effectiveness. You see? But guys, I don't recite poems. I don't ask you all to sing a song. That is not my approach. My approach is focused on making it effective and to make sure that it's more result oriented. It is to make sure that you are able to speak within 3-4 weeks. I guarantee if you attend first four lessons continuously, you will see remarkable progress. I will share the reviews, guys. You can watch Mrs. Kumari or Indu, or we have so many, and you can decide on your own. So, guys, do you have questions? If you have questions, please let me know. Yeah. So, guys, I just want you to understand that we will cover all these skills, like how to negotiate, how to speak at a meeting, right? Then how to perform at a job interview. Then CV correction is included as well. Then, guys, how to present a problem, how to present a solution, right? How to analyze things, how to compare two things, because we have to compare situations, compare progress, compare two employees if you want to hire. Now, it's very important for HR. So all these things, right, we will cover during the program. So that's how this is. So this is actually targeting professionals to improve their professional English skills. So that's an important thing. Fine. So guys, the enrollment starts from now onwards. We will share the bank details. So if you're interested, it's actually our company, Leap Academy Private Limited. So you can actually make the payment and share the slip to our WhatsApp number. So we will share all those details in the WhatsApp group, our website, right, our Facebook page. So you can always do an analysis and make your decision. But the special offer, guys, is only for the first five people, and it's always for the five people, the 16,000 rupees. And then onwards, guys, it's going to be 20. So you have to discuss with our manager in case you guys have questions. So before I take a few questions, I just want you all to know one thing, guys, that it's very important to attend 80% of the program. Like, you need to attend lessons regularly to be entitled to the certification. So you can't just say like, I didn't attend, but I watched all the recordings. So can I receive the certificate? It doesn't work like that, because I see that in Sri Lanka, we have a different approach, right? Our goal is to improve. And in order to improve, you have to attend lessons. So if you miss lessons, you can watch the recording, but you can always ask the manager or from me whether you can compensate that lesson with another batch. We are more than happy. We'll definitely do that. And I'll be happier if you could do that. So, life is a bit uncertain, and especially when you're a professional, I understand, right? You can be busy at work. There are deadlines. So you can inform in advance. You can say, Nash, I'm going to miss 2 weeks. I'm going to miss 1 week, right? I'm going to be on a business trip for 3 weeks. So can you do something about it? Definitely will do. But I'm not going to be very happy if you miss all the lessons and then say that, something happened. I don't want to even discuss that because you all are professionals. So I respect you all very much. But I'm just saying, These are the things we should avoid during the program. If you had missed 50% of the lessons, then you'll have to show certain skills before receiving the certificate, like public speaking, job interview, how to introduce a situation, like, I mean, how you would analyze a problem. So you will have the recording, so you have to perform accordingly. And if I feel that, yeah, you're really great, then you'll be entitled. That's how, guys, we issue the certificate. So we don't just, give certificates. So can do this. No, guys, look here. Lower level, higher level. I look at it like this. You need to understand whether you found this session useful. You're able to understand me. When you introduced yourself, if you felt good, then you should join. That's an important thing. But it's not for zero levels. It's not for elementary. It's from B1. B1. B1, yeah. Yeah, so this for sure, we will definitely focus on presentation. So I will share a recording related to uh, presentation as well. So you can watch that recording and make your decision. That's the main goal. That's the main goal, Bima. That's the main goal. Yeah. I would also ask Diana to answer a few questions in case I miss, because we are kind of streaming it. But definitely, yeah, definitely we will focus on it, Bimal. But yeah, please watch the recording, right? That's important. Anything else, guys? No? Okay, fine. Guys, so I'm going to say goodbye to you all. In case I missed a question, forgive me, but you can always contact me, right? You can write a personal message, guys. I'll get back to you all, okay? So, once again, guys, what is very important is that you have a clear goal. I really enjoyed teaching you all today. It's always an honor to teach professionals because, when I teach these groups, they always bring an extra energy, their experience, right? Their qualifications, their achievements. It's really wow. We even have military officers, you see. So that's the diversity we have, and that's a wonderful experience. So I really enjoyed that, guys. End of the day, teaching Sri Lankans is a different feeling because, I've taught over 4,000 Europeans in my career. I've really done that. And the satisfaction I get now is totally different. And I really like that, guys. So, what I can say is, as Sri Lankans, we should not underestimate ourselves. If you have a goal, come out of the comfort zone and just go for it. I wish you guys all the very best. I hope you guys found this session useful. I'm really looking forward to teaching you all. Until then, guys, have a great evening. Take care, guys. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.